In Flagler County, shock and outrage over allegations of video voyeurism inside a Palm Coast condo.
It's creepy. I don't know. It's a horrible situation.
We're all disgusted, all the ladies in this complex, and I don't even want to rent them.
A 59-year-old Robert Orr has now been arrested twice on charges of video voyeurism within the past 2 weeks. He's the Homeowners Association president of the Las Brisas condominiums. News4JAX reporter Eric Avignon joins us live to explain the investigation into Orr. Eric.
Yeah, Robert Orr was trusted to watch over a condo that belonged to one of his neighbors who lives out of state. But investigators say the condo wasn't the only thing he was watching. The criminal investigation into 59-year-old Robert Orr began back in August. That's when a woman who lives out of the country but was vacationing in her grandmother's condo next to Orr's condo told Flagler County deputies she found a hidden camera in the master bedroom. When investigators examined the camera, they found a memory card inside that contained videos recorded in February that showed Orr in his own bedroom recording himself. A later video recorded in August showed Orr recording himself while placing the camera inside the condo owner's bathroom and then eventually placing the camera inside a flower pot in the master bedroom. Investigators say the following 2 days after the victim and her husband arrived at the condo on vacation, Orr secretly recorded videos of the couple and was able to watch a live video feed that went to his cell phone. Bernadette Boyd is a neighbor and friend of the woman who owns the condo.
And she's a snowbird, and she had a lot of faith in him to check on her condo and gave him willingly the code to her door.
Orr was hauled off the jail on 2 counts of video voyeurism and then bonded out of jail, but neighbors say they suspected he would eventually be rearrested because detectives searched his home and removed several electronic devices as part of their investigation.
The policeman did say that they were going through the camera. There were other things on there. So we just assumed they'd be finding more.
Monday night, deputies returned to the complex to arrest Orr after investigators say they discovered a third victim who was secretly recorded while undressing and using the bathroom inside Orr's condo.
It's sad to know that there's somebody out there that'll actually do that, and scary. I'm in the same building, so yeah, kind of makes you a little creeped out.
In the meantime, criminal charges are not the only thing Orr has to worry about. Boyd says she's been keeping in touch with the owner of the condo where the owner's granddaughter was secretly recorded.
How is she handling this?
Very angry. I believe she's going to pursue a civil lawsuit against him and her granddaughter also.
Now, Orr posted a $25,000 bond to get out of jail. However, he was not at home when we showed up at his doorstep to see if he would be willing to tell his side of the story. Reporting live, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.